Alrighty, a very good morning. It's 1 minute past 11. Welcome to the Midday Show. My name is Naija, and this is Lagos Talks 91.3. It's time for you to hear from some of your favorite BBNaija housemates. I'm talking about Jackie B with the body.
Hey.
Jackie B, your body was topic of conversation
Oh my.
for like probably the duration. I literally got a message. I'm not going to put him on blast.
Hey.
And this message was by like 2 a.m. I'm like, why am I waking up to this message? With my friend saying, I'm coming to your station. I say, you're not coming anywhere.
Wahala.
I'm like, you're not coming anywhere.
Problem.
Oh, why now?
Landed.
You'll be fine. J. Paul is here as well. The smooth J. Paul.
By the way, right, you look exactly like your name, Ifunanya.
Oh,
Ooh,
shit.
you see, I said the smooth J. Paul because I was going to talk about you being a lyricist. You're very good with your words.
Yeah,
He's very good with his words.
This guy.
Thank you.
All right, guys, so you're out of the house. I want to know what your first thought was when they called your name and they said that you were evicted from the BBNaija house.
For me, I did expect it. I don't know why.
Oh, really?
But I'm a very intuitive person, and I do kind of tend to feel things before they come. So from the moment I got nominated, I did feel it. So I wasn't like surprised when it came, and I made up my mind even before before Sunday that whatever happened, I'm honestly 100% good with it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I had peace of mind though.
Yeah.
To be very honest, I can't lie.
Okay, that's good. What about
I
you,
mean,
J.
for
Paul?
me, there was a voice in my head that just said, it is time. It is
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
it
very
felt-
interesting.
It felt like a newborn baby coming out and you just want to cry. Wow.
Yeah.
To the world, you know. So
Yeah.
now I'm crying out to the world. Hear my cry. I'm out. Let's make this
Let's make
happen.
this money.
I
You know,
love
let's
that.
do this. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it. So with your experience in the house, I want to talk about friendships. For you guys, what friendship do you think for yourself personally would last beyond the BBNaija house?
Oh, for me, definitely my friendship with Sammy, my friendship with Michael, my friendship with Cross. Those are three guys that I know genuinely had my back. And I don't want to use the word, but I love that, you know.
Yeah.
I'm a rider. And
love it.
I'm a rider. So when I feel that energy, still dealt to us parts until you give me a reason to think otherwise.
Yeah. What about you, J. Paul?
Definitely, I was able to, be friends with everybody.
Yeah.
But on a closer look, I'll definitely be keeping close connections with Sasskay.
Okay.
My special friendship.
We
with her.
gonna get to that shortly.
What else? Who else? Everybody else. White Money, Liquor Rose.
Yeah. Oh yeah, look at it.
Jackie B.
Hey.
Michael, everybody.
Oh yeah, because mention my guy because we were always together. I don't tire.
Yeah.
We're always together. I always forget to mention him. Come on,
Yeah.
this is my
I know,
G
right?
right
I
here. To be
know.
I
honest,
love
for
that.
life, for life.
I got you landed.
I got you, baby.
Okay. I love it. But still speaking about friendships, I remember that there was a period in the house
Yeah.
that you and Angel will be calling yourselves besties.
Besties, yeah.
And then we saw that when there was an opening where you and Michael weren't necessarily on good terms, she just went in. Right. Knowing that this was a game, but yet you guys used to call yourselves besties. How did that make you feel when you saw that she just went in there?
I think honestly, in the beginning, like I said, Angel was one of the first girls that we got close really. She and I think Peace. So I genuinely liked her, and I think she genuinely liked me too. That's what I felt anyway. So we're building something. The bestie thing wasn't that deep, but we're joking. Now she calls a lot of people besties. You get what I mean? But yeah, at the time I did. We were friends. I would think we were friends, and we're building a friendship. With the Michael thing, I think that was why it hurts me. It's because I felt like we were building something as friends, and it was a thing where she knew that I and Michael had something. Whatever it was definitely on a romantic level, even though we're not like necessarily dating or whatever. It was pretty obvious what we were doing, and Angel did tell me that she liked him as well. It was a conversation we had, so I knew that was there. So I felt like, okay, we're friends. That me and this guy are doing something. Like I would think you would, But honestly, it's really not that deep. Like, we've moved past it. We did have an issue. We didn't talk for some time, but we had a conversation in the house. I don't know if you guys heard it.
Yeah, of course.
I did tell her how I felt and why I felt the way I felt about the situation. And since then, we've been okay. Yeah, we've not been the same necessarily, but we've been okay. And Nothing but
I
love for
like
her.
your honesty. I like your honesty. And still on friendship. J. Paul, it seemed like you did something rather unfriendly at the beginning when I think Princess was having issues finding a bed. And then she asked you if she could share a bed with
It
you.
wasn't me, actually.
It wasn't you?
It wasn't me.
Are you sure
I
about
was
that?
just with her when it happened.
When that happened?
Yes.
I actually thought it was you.
It
I
wasn't
actually
me.
thought you said no to her. I
No,
was
it
like,
wasn't me. It wasn't me. So I was sitting with her. She just went in and she was asking for a bed.
Yeah.
And then somebody took the space and she was asking for. So she just went off.
Yeah.
And it was the first day.
Yeah.
She was like, nobody get bed for this place.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I thought she was talking to you.
So nobody get place. So me, I was like, oh, Princess, easy, calm down. Relax. She was like, she changed down for everybody that night. So she can't get space.
Yeah.
Free space came out from nowhere. So I was Princess
free
Medina.
Yeah.
Correct, babe.
Now, just speaking about her going off, I remember doing a fashion show. There was an outfit you wore, and you felt like, you know what, this makes me look like a freak at night and a mom during the day. And then Maria was like, oh, you mean a farm implement?
Yes.
And you were not having
it.
Now, we know that sometimes women joke that way, right?
Yes.
So why did you think that or why did you take it as seriously as you took it?
Like I tried to explain to Maria, first of all, I've had a history of being called that word ever since I was very young. Even before I knew what the thing was, I was called that. So I remember being bullied a lot, and that word was always in there. So I think when she said that, it really hits me the wrong way, because I know people probably didn't know, and you probably thought, oh, I blew out of proportion. So for me, it was very personal, because I knew like what I've been through and what I've gone through, and I just felt like that really hits me differently. And aside from that, I felt like at the time I was always telling my you to the yarn, you to the yarn, you to the yarn. So it was like a build up of something. So at that time it was just like, oh, it came at the wrongest time. So that was why that really upset me. But I explained it to her, and she understood it, and we're cool. Yeah, we moved on from that.
I like that. Now speaking about understanding, J. Paul, you were clearly in a triangle in the house. There was Cross, there was Sasskay, and there was J. Paul. Now you knew, because with the way Sasskay was behaving, we were confused at some point. We were like, who does she really like? Is it J. Paul? Is it Cross? And we knew that she was leaning towards you the more, but we were still trying to figure out, okay, what's really going on? Is it a situation where she doesn't really want to be attached to one person in the house or not? Now you saw that happen. And me, I know from what we have seen so far, I don't know if I should say Nigerian men, but men don't like to share. They want a situation where if this is my girl, this is my girl. But with you, quote unquote, in the words of the famous Brighto, you applied pressure. And you did it the right way, because last week, because I have a show called Reality Radio, I spoke about you. I used you as an example. In fact, I said you need to come and teach some men, how to do it. And we saw what you did, and you went as far as getting her flowers, and you had very sweet words for her. And we loved it, because it seemed like it was a build-up for you. How did you know that she was going to open up to you or respond to you in that manner? How did you know that all these your attempts will not be a failure at the end of the day?
Because at the end of the day, I wasn't in there for a selfish reason.
Oh, wow.
I was in there because I saw somebody who was gold, who was diamond, and who needed to be told every single day that she's gold, she's diamond.
Wow.
And that's what I kept doing to her. And it's joy for me to see her blossom, see her happy. So giving her flowers wasn't necessarily saying, oh, let's be romantically more involved. It was just me appreciating that beauty, that melanin queen, that beauty in brains. So I would do it over and over again if I have the opportunity, because I think she's amazing, she's special. About applying pressure, it wasn't even a competition for me. It wasn't a competition. So the thing about life is, women already know who they want, right? They just need to be more convinced about what they want.
In fact, we need to. That's a quote. I love it. Dropping bars.
So,
Carry on.
You just need to prove that you are what they think you are, because they want to steadily look for the loopholes to make sure that you're not what they think they are. And then choose so
jot things down.
Jot things down. I like that. I love it. And I mentioned, I use that as an example, because one thing that I said, and if Cross comes out, I will say this in front of him as well, because I felt like both of you represented men in general.
Right.
Because, on one hand, there are men who would apply pressure, who would say, you know what, if I am attracted to this woman, I'm sure other men are attracted to her. How do I make her feel like I'm the one. How do I convince her? And you don't mind taking that time to do that. Now there are people like Cross that are like, let me know now. You know, I'm talking to you, and they feel like, oh, the fact you're talking to us, it means automatically every other guy is, you know, gone. You've not shown us that this is really what you want. And I like the fact that you were, you know, giving us that example, telling us.
It is what it is, you know.
I love it.
Easy does it.
Now with you, Jackie B, Michael was here last week.
Yes.
He sat over there.
Okay.
And he was like, because I was asking him about Jackie B, and he was like, you know, I like Jackie B. You know how he talks.
Yeah.
I like Jackie B. And he was saying that although he's rooting for you to get to the top 5, like he really wanted you to stay, but he can't wait for you to get out because he wants to see where he's going to take it to.
Outside, yeah.
So what's your response to that?
Oh, well, now I'm outside, and yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what life holds for us. Whatever it is, I'm happy to, you know, I'm open to it, whatever the possibilities, like I always say, but he's definitely someone I want to have in my life for a very long time. So however that's going to work, you know, I'm open to it, and I'm sure we'll figure it out. Yeah. I'm excited for us to figure it out.
Okay, I'm looking forward to your pictures anyways. Both your pictures. This is coming from a listener. So by the way, before I read out these WhatsApp messages, if you're listening, please feel free to join the conversation. If you want to ask questions, there you go. They're right here, J. Paul and Jackie B. You could send a message to 0809 234 5913. I'll go over that again. 0809 234 5913. Let us know what you have to say. This is coming from a listener saying, please tell J. Paul that someone is jealous and ready to fight. So let him save his poetry and his songs of Solomon till he gets This is coming from John Ari saying, please ask J. Paul why he was always nominating General Perry on Monday nominations and why the deep hate for Mr. Smith, according to him, in one of his diary sessions.
Who's Mr. Smith again?
I have no idea.
Okay, so about Perry, I don't dislike him, but I just feel like he's a great game player.
Okay.
Right, and I just felt like we're at par, right? I mean, he's on this line. We just don't see ourselves meeting because I feel like if we do meet, there might just be a clash. But over time, I began to understand him, and then even after Maria left, a different side of him emerged. It was more, you know, friendly, more interesting to talk to.
I noticed that as well, you know.
So,
yeah.
It wasn't hate for me. It was just, I'm just playing the game. Take out the person you think is most dangerous. And I thought he was very dangerous in the game. He was a great strategist. Very great strategist.
Yeah. And speaking about strategists, who do you think was the most strategic? You know, there are people that somewhat get lost in the fact that, oh, the cameras are around. There are people that know that their cameras are on, that they can do that, they could pretend, or they could put up a show for 30 days and, you know, they could do that. So who do you think was the most strategic in the things that they did, the way that they acted, the way that they responded to things?
I'll put Perry right there again.
Oh, wow.
I'll put Perry right there again. He's a very smart guy, and I think he's very aware that he's in a game. I think he came into that game, playing a game, because, you know, as the wild card, you know, he had to be on his toes from that day we walked in. Some of us still were, you know, trying to relax and take everything in and be like, well, I'm Big Brother Naija. He was already in playing the game. So he already kind of had like a heads up, you know, already. So I feel like he stuck with that, you know, whatever strategy he used during that first week to, you know, run away from being caught as the wild card. He stuck to it and he's been sticking to it and been working for him. So yeah, I would say Perry for sure.
All right. Now, speaking about strategists, you know, one thing that people noticed or started saying a few weeks back was that White Money was very strategic. So people said that, oh, White Money is someone who has clearly watched the BBNaija show for all the seasons or the different seasons, and he knows what works. He knows what the audience reacts to the most. And he's been doing that. People are saying, oh, he was feeding people, he was entertaining people through the music, you know, just being nice and being caring. Now, we know that White Money liked you, and I'm sure he let you know this as well. And there was a conversation that he let you into that happened between him and Queen.
Which conversation was that?
Where he was saying that he liked you. He told Queen that he liked you. Remember Queen came to him and said, it seems like, you know, you like Jackie B. And it then seemed like when he let you know this, I don't know if he was saying this being strategic, maybe so that you know that you're special and so that you know that he's paying attention to you. I'm not really sure why really he was telling you that. But then it seemed like you liked that attention. Yeah, when you guys were having that conversation, you were like, I didn't know this, so okay, I will start looking for your trouble, or I will start disturbing you more. Something along those lines.
No, I don't think I said that, yeah.
How okay. I just want to know what your thought process was like, because people were then asking, is this you just, you know how women love attention? They may not necessarily like you, but they like the fact that you're paying them attention. So was it someone likes me, you know, and I like that attention, or was it let me at least give him a friendly response to the fact that he let me know the way he feels about me?
So first of all, White told me he liked me weeks before we had that conversation where he let me in. The only thing was, in this situation, he had only just let Queen know some days before, and him and Queen were having some issues, I think, concerning around that conversation that they had about me, and it was very obvious to the entire house that they were not really as close, or they were having an issue. So it was very obvious, and it started to rub off on me as well, because Queen and I were cool as well, but I started to notice like some energy, and it rubbed off on me too. So I started to give her that same energy, you know, which we spoke about. But it wasn't like, I don't think when he told me, just like, it makes sense now why I'm getting this energy from Queen. It makes sense now why we're not really like as cool as we were. That was what it was. The attention from White has been there since. It's just that I wasn't making it obvious or anything. You understand what I mean? So I guess now that Queen found out, it was now like a bigger thing and everything, because obviously she was not aware and she was hurt that he did not tell her, which I completely understood. I didn't know that before, that she did not know. And that's why I had the conversation I had with her after, to be honest. So no, the attention, he had been giving me the attention since. It's just that nobody really knew about it because we did not make it a big deal.
Yes.
Why I reacted that way, and I never said, I'm going to keep disturbing you, but I was just like, wow, okay, no wonder. It was more of a no wonder, you know, that's happening. And in fact, I think I did say, you know what, I don't want to wahala, or, you know, that's why when he was arguing with Queen, he kept saying, Jackie doesn't even want this kind of thing, you know, because I'm not trying to be in the drama like that.
And it did also seem like, with the way White Money was talking about you as well, it didn't seem like he wanted to pursue anything in the house, because he just knew this is a game, and he was more serious about afterwards, coming out of the house. So now that we know that Michael is out, you're out, and we're waiting for White Money, maybe he will come out at the end or next, who knows? So how do you intend on navigating, you know, the triangle, so to speak?
Yeah, I think that was why it looked like White and I were getting closer that last week. It was because White was really trying to respect Michael during that time. He did like me before Michael came in, apparently, but was trying to respect Michael. So when Michael went, I don't think it was a thing of, let me jump on Jackie, but he felt like, okay, let me even show myself to this girl during this. We don't know if she's going to leave this week, which I did. Let me try and show myself and express myself more with her, so that when we get outside, she'll probably be able to make a choice, so she knows that I genuinely like her or whatever. That was what it was, really. So, and again, I was not aware that Queen was not aware of that situation
in the first place.
Yes. So,
J. Paul, how were you able to stay friends with Cross, knowing that you people liked the same girl?
You know, funny enough, Cross has nothing to hate about. You know, as a guy, as a character, you know, he's a chilled guy, and I just do that even after the house. This is one guy I would love to chill with. You know, just do things with, you know, vibe, party, do everything together, you know. So I had no bad vibes towards him. In fact, I looked at myself, like, if I was on his own side, you know, how would I want to be, you know, treated as well? So I gave him a lot of respect as a human being, and the guy did humble, you know, he did very down to it. So I really respected that a lot. And the only point where I got angry, you know, there was a point I got angry, but Sasskay was like, you know, just cute, calm down. It's not the way you see it. And I really understood it from his point. The next day, I made breakfast for him.
Oh, that's
good.
You
know, he didn't even know that. That was just a way of me just, you know, being at peace with myself and with him. I made breakfast for him, and I'm on a kind of a chilled guy. No wahala, no bad vibe.
At all. All right, this is coming from Leo Ken saying, Jackie B, why do you still insist on going for Michael when you know that in the long run, Michael might break your heart, while White Money's type is the kind that you need for long-term happiness? In fact, he has seen the future.
Wow. It looks like you're looking out for me, and I appreciate it. Thank you, first of all. Honestly, I was still getting to know White Money, same way I was still getting to know Michael, and that's why I didn't want to make any decisions in the house.
Yeah.
To be very honest, and I feel like there's still time for me to get to know him and make the right decision. I will make the right decision for me. I'm very sure. Don't worry, girl. I'm not trying to get heartbroken. Okay, so don't worry. I got me. I got me.
I like that. I like that. So this is coming from a listener saying, "Good afternoon, Ifeanyi. I'm loving your interview with Victor BBNaija housemates. Thank you very much. Michael is really a lucky guy to have Jackie B. She's really a dope, mature lady, and I respect her so much. And I wish you both the very best."
Oh my God, I love you. Thank you so much. I
That's
really appreciate
super
that
sweet.
message. Thank you.
Now, getting out of the house, because this is clearly a fan, right?
Right.
Getting out of the house and seeing what your followership was like, how did you respond to that?
Nah. Do you want to go first?
This
This is your deep breath.
Yeah?
You know, like it's so shocking that our DMs are still there. We've not even responded
It's
yet. Like
crazy.
we've not
It's
come to
crazy.
terms with it yet. But it's amazing. Like every second, messages are coming. Pa, 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 pa.
Wow.
Overwhelming. The love is crazy, and we're just thankful that people can actually resonate with our
Like,
story
that's the thing.
and feel like our story is their
That's
story.
the thing.
like
That's
So,
the thing.
I mean, it's just
Yeah.
love from him, man. It's love.
Yeah, like you said,
grateful.
it's really overwhelming, and the fact that I know people follow you for very different reasons, but the
course.
fact that people want to see what you're doing, people want to watch what you're doing, it just says a lot, and I really appreciate it. I don't take it for granted 1 minute. It was a huge surprise, you know, and I'm hoping to keep building. The Jaguars are out there, they got
Okay.
me, they got
Okay.
me, and yeah, so I'm looking forward to meeting them and
Yeah.
everything. But yeah, I'm thankful. I'm very thankful.
I'm curious to know what the most shocking thing you heard about yourself was when you got out of the house. Because, of course, you guys are always being spoken about. Whatever it is that you do, people are deliberating upon it on social media,
Yeah.
especially on Twitter. So what's like the most shocking thing you're like,
This one was not shocking, but it was just funny. They called me Flower Boy.
Wow.
flower boy, interesting.
Yeah, I think to be honest, it's just the whole Jackie was trying to pursue White Money and stuff like that. And I don't know, like if people watched the show, they would see that I actually wasn't, maybe because they don't know me, but I actually wasn't pursuing White in any way, you know. So I just feel like they had that completely wrong. I was allowing him express himself to me. Because he wanted me to, and
Yeah.
because I mean, he's a cool guy. Like, even I always used to tell him, even if we don't date, I want to be able to be friends with you. White's
Yeah.
an amazing
I
guy.
like
So
that.
I was just allowing that happen, really. But it wasn't like I was trying to chase anybody.
You guys are both amazing people. I love
Thank
your
you.
energy
Thank
so
you.
much.
Thank
Now,
you.
before going into BBNaija house, I mean, there's a lot of perception around BBNaija.
Yeah.
People,
Right.
there's so many people that don't like it.
Right.
People from the older generation and even the millennials. I'm not really sure, what really you're thinking about. But, a lot of times you're always saying, oh, what morals does it teach us? Does it align with our culture and all that? Forgetting that these people that are going into the house are actual human beings,
Right.
who have personalities, who have
Right.
beautiful spirits and all that. But did you think of that perception and did you think about how it was going to affect you when you get out of the house? Did that ever bother you where you would be aligned with, BBNaija, is that all you could do, or is that what you were doing in the house? Did you ever, think about that or have any fears about that?
I would say that the Big Brother reality show is a social experiment,
It is.
right? It's a reflection of the actual human life. So it's what we do on an everyday basis that people don't get to see every time. But now we're in your face 24/7. You get so that's why they'll tell you just come as yourself. If you think you have a strategy, over time people will realize that this guy is being strategic. But if you came in as your true self, you don't have to fake it all through, and you will remain that till the end, and people see you more than you see yourself when they're watching on TV screen. So if you came in with principles, you would leave with principles. If you came in without
like
principles, it would show at the end of the day that this person doesn't have principles. So it's a reflection of the human society itself. It's a social
I
experiment.
love that. That's so profound, you
Yeah.
know.
No,
It's
real.
like what we're seeing on BBNaija is not something new.
No, it's not.
It's nothing that has not happened already or is not happening outside.
That's why it's very hurtful and confusing when people judge, our characters based on their own standards.
Yeah.
Because we're all very different human beings. And like you said, I completely agree. And I think people need to understand that the show is actually a social experiment. It's not a movie. We're not supposed to come and be acting film for you people. The the entertaining part is us being ourselves.
Yeah.
On the show. So let us be ourselves. And you know, I'm sorry if some people might not entertain you, and that's fine. Some other people might entertain you, and that's fine. There are people that I've heard that love to just watch people being quiet in their sober moments, and then people that like to see people shout and whatever, and people that like to see people kiss. Everybody has their own thing, but I don't think it's fair to judge any, you know. Yes, like you asked, I did have some fears about going in based on the perception and how it's looked at. But at the same time, like he said, everybody goes in, I believe, as some form of themselves. Even if they add some things on top, take some things out, hide something. At the end of the day, you guys will never understand how it is to be in that house. The people that probably went in there thinking, oh, Mom, I could just lock up vex, you know, for 72 days. Day 2, you will start catching feelings for somebody and
there
it will shock
you go.
You know, we're honestly not in control. We kept talking about this in the house. We're like, oh, how am I getting here? How is this happening? How did I let this person get to me? How did I get this person hurt me? It's because at the end of the day, we're human. And that's the point of the show. We are human and we are there to be ourselves, you know. Definitely. The best and the worst versions of ourselves. And the point of the show is for people to now look at things. Oh, I can relate to this person. Okay, this person probably failed in this aspect. Oh, I'm like this person. Let me work on this person. Okay, how is this person going to build on the character? You know, we're supposed to take lessons, you know, from these things. But I don't know. I think people just have the wrong idea about what the show should be about. And that's why there's this perception thing in quotes. Yeah.
That's beautiful. All right, before letting you guys go and before finding out what we should expect from you, we love to play games here. Ooh. And I say that in a nice way, not play games, but like play games.
Okay. Yeah. I love to hear it.
So I'm going to be asking you questions. So this is, would you rather? Would you rather have more money or more time?
More money.
More time.
This guy.
Because with more time, I can make more money.
All right, guys.
Let's write a book, guys. Watch out for J. Paul's book.
Okay, we'll be expecting it. Who would you rather win this year's BBNaija?
I wouldn't say rather win because I feel like everybody's deserving, and I don't mean to be political right now because even me too, you know, everybody, like I always say, and we always say this on the show, everybody that works in that house is a winner. Yeah. But I mean, the people that I'm rooting for, and there's quite a few of them: Cross, like Rose, White Money, you know. But yeah, I wish all of them the best, and whoever wins, man, we did their back.
I love it.
I mean, it will be the same answer because everybody's a top contender right now. Everybody's strong, but on my final list, I have Cross, I have Sasskay, I also have Liquor Rose, and I have White Money.
Right.
Yeah.
All right, fantastic. So, guys, what are we expecting from Jackie B and J. Paul moving forward?
So Jackie B, as you guys probably know or don't know, I'm an interior designer and a wedding and event planner. That's what I've been doing. I also have a fashion store called Loreno Bent Fashion Store. Okay. But coming now, like my motto now is never say never because I learned so much in the house and I built a lot of interest in certain things in entertainment, like acting, presenting that I never knew I could do before. But thanks to Big Brother, I'm looking forward to brushing my skills and hopefully, you know, getting in that, you know. But yeah, I'm also looking forward to working with brands, man. So many amazing brands that are out there right now. There's Patricia. There's so many brands, man. So many fresh brands. And I'm looking forward to working with them in whatever capacity I can, really.
Fantastic. What about you, J. Paul?
Okay, so aside my business, which I was running before I went into the house, I co-run a business called Made in Calabar Limited. So we have a kitchen called Made in Calabar Kitchen, Calabar Food.
I love
only.
that. Wow.
So I have a business partner and we co-run it together. Aside that, my television dreams, I want to host TV gigs, I want to host TV shows, I want to do everything television. I also want to drop music, you know, put music out every now and then. And then, yeah, I want to be a pioneer for mobile cinematography in Nigeria, you know, film, short films and all that stuff. So definitely I'm going to be in your face everywhere you go. You go here, you go here, you go there, you see my face. So that's the plan.
Full ground.
All right, guys. Thank you so much. I'm definitely looking forward to all the amazing things that you have in store for us. Thank you so much for entertaining us in the house.
Thank you. You made this so fun. I really had fun. Thank you for having us.
Thank you so much. And I wish you the very best.
Thank you.
All right, guys. It's 11:32. The midday show isn't over yet, clearly. We have amazing content coming your way this beautiful Tuesday, so stick around.
We are Lagos Talks 91.3.
Let's talk.